Okay, checking now community hub and Steam page. Still nothing as of yet. Okay, I see you've got the broadcast up. It says waiting for the stream to start. Okay, we should be live theoretically. I see us, the community hub, rechecking now the store page, and then I think we are good to go. Oh no, what happened? Oh no. The title kinda decided to do its own thing. Okay, I'm going to edit it now. No worries. I'm gonna edit it now.
Yeah. Guess we're waiting a few minutes, like always, anyway, to let people come in.
Okay, I think I have just right Q&A because I think the Steam doesn't really see it.
Doesn't like it.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, refreshing now. Because I think the Steam doesn't really see it. Okay, I think it's going to take a while for Steam to actually update the title.
Alright, it seems like we already have a bunch of people coming in. I guess if you want to start introducing us all, Giacomo, feel free to do so.
Yeah, surely. Hi guys, I'm sure as plenty of you know, I am Giacomo Kikin. I am the community manager and narrative designer for Venice 2089. And today with me are a bunch of members of Safe Play Studio, our team. So starting from the top, on top left we got Alessandro Staduto, which is our technical designer and one of our programmers.
Hello.
Then we got Claudia, she is the texture artist and an environment artist for the game.
Hello.
Then on the second row we got Federico Giuriato, which you might actually already know. He's the lead artist and the character artist for the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hi all.
Then right in the center we got the main man, the boss around. We got the game director Francesco Berton.
Hi everyone.
Then there is me, who I already said my thing. Then on the final row, on the left, we got Giovanni Colussi, sound designer and composer of the game.
Hello.
Right in the middle, we got Marina Diose, field designer and game designer, which you already met yesterday. And then in the final note, we got Matteo Brentegani, which is our producer and our what's your second role? Sorry, I think I forgot. I kind of spaced out. Thank you. Okay, so what we are going to do today is we are going to read a bunch of questions that you guys provided to us through our socials and through our forums. We're just going to reply to them in a casual and completely normal way.
Yeah,
I mean, while doing some chit chat in the background.
Yeah, and if you guys have any more questions that you'd like to get answered, just drop them here in chat and we'll answer to them.
One thing to say, on the top left of the screen, I think as now it's just too small for us to actually see something, but we got Federico doing another stream. Yeah. So maybe later when we actually dwindle some of the questions, I think we can focus on the stream a little bit more so we can chat and interact a little more calmly.
Yep. Alright, let's go with the first question. This one is from Emma, and she asks, what changed the most from the first idea of the game?
Okay, I'll go with it. So, hi Emma, thanks for asking us this question that is very uncommon, but truly interesting. So, what changed the most during the game? I will say two things. The one that we discussed about in the behind the scenes of Venice is the vibes that we are still developing, but what changed the most, I think, is the drone, because it was not a drone at the beginning of the game. It was something else. I can say it was a yo-yo, so it was very, very different. It had a kind of nostalgic feel to it. You could take the yo-yo to catch things and make stuff with it. But during the development of the game, we felt that there were not so much technology, or the yo-yo was not so satisfying. We didn't manage to find a really physical yo-yo. So we changed the concept of this tool, and we found that the drone that our artist pitched us also a bit. It was a surprise for us to see this Otama drone, but we really felt in love with that, so we decided to go with it, and there it is, the drone.
Okay, we have another one from Emma that asks, how much time does it take to create a character? And I think this one is for, probably Federico is the best person to answer this one.
Well, okay. So it depends, really, because we have firstly to concept it with the game designers. We start from a concept, and we try to elaborate his personality, his character, his attitude, and then we get a lot of references to get the precise personality of this new character. From then, I start to do some concept, and maybe 2 weeks later, we got we have a final concept, and from then we just add some details, finish the puppet, and the character is almost ready. So usually 2 weeks for the final concept.
Yeah, you can see on the stream now what it looks like when a character is just starting to come to life. We'll surely come back to this once a little bit more is drawn. But let's go with the next question. This one is from Mattia. Mattia asks, what kind of game is Venice 2089?
So Venice 2089 wanted to be mostly a game about going around your city, seeing a lot of stuff and interacting with people and with stuff that's happening around you. And the kind of games we got inspired by in order to make a game like ours was mainly Night in the Woods, but also some kind of references from like A Short Hike and Nights and Bikes. So we wanted the story-rich experience of Night in the Woods with a lot of interesting characters, each one with their own unique personality, mixed with this joy of exploring the world and collecting stuff and doing cool things, moving around simply like you do in A Short Hike. At the same time, we wanted to have some kind of gameplay loop that lets the player be a lot more active and interested in what they're doing in the moment. And for that, we got inspired by Nights and Bikes, and we developed the vibes, which are now taking more and more form in order to fill that gap.
Alright. The next one, I'm not sure where it came from, maybe it's Instagram or our Twitter, but they ask, can you find Piazza San Marco in the game, obviously, I guess?
Yeah, no, you won't find Piazza San Marco. We kind of avoided the most touristic places. We wanted to give a more an experience that was from the point of view of the citizens, not tourists. So we picked some locations that were more daily life than postcard Venice. But Piazza San Marco is on some visuals, and we'll probably include it in some parts of the story, because it's been attacked by drones. Drones are taking away the monuments from the city, so they're kind of taking away stuff from Piazza San Marco as well. But it will be a distant view. We will not include it in the map.
Okay. Next one, it's always from our social media, and it's how big is the team working on the game?
So, as of now, and I believe until the last day of development, we are currently 13 people. Most of us, like 99% of us, as already said in another stream, we met in Event Horizon School here in Padua. We were doing different classes, but we had this project that it was called, I think you would say, common project, and it sort of united us. And when we were starting on working on Venice 2089, which at the time was a school project, we started to, trying to see what to do after we graduated and after school was over. And after we actually graduated, we decided to stick together, form our own little studio, and continue to develop Venice 29 as a full-on commercial project. So as of now, we have one game director, which is Francesco. We have, I think we'll say 2 designers, but I think, one designer will be Marina, the other one will be me, but I mostly take care of the community management part. And we have another one, which is Matteo, who also takes care of the games producing tasks. So we are not really designers, all of us. We have 2 programmers. We have Alessandro here and another one, Roberto. Alessandro kind of oversees everything as the game's technical designer. And then regarding 2D artists, we have 4 of them. We have Claudia and Federico here, and we got over 2, and they are also kinda spaced out, considering like Federico is the lead artist and the character artist. Claudia mainly takes care of questions, and we have another one, Isaac, who's also the game's animator, and we got Elenia, who's prop artist. Regarding 3D. Instead, we have 2 people working on it. We have Fabiola, who is our general artist, and then we got Andrea, who takes also care of the game's lighting and some sorts of processing. And then in the end, we got here Giovanni, our sound designer and composer.
I think one cool thing from meeting at school is that we were a lot more separated in our tasks than what we have now. And in order to become a fully functional studio, like I hope we are now, we needed to mix up our talents and what we did a little bit. And so most of us had to either specialize in something or find another role in case, in order to better accommodate the fact that we needed a lot more things than being in a school project that had the people who guided us. And so after coming out of school and finishing our studies, it was kind of a wild ride in some cases, but especially at the start. But I think now we kind of find it. Please correct me.
I think we found it.
Found it.
A kind of balance, and yeah, that's what I wanted to add.
Okay, next question, always from our social media. Is this game going to be PC only?
Okay, so I have to say, unfortunately, no, as for now. we're working really hard to ship Venice on PC and on Steam, and we have a lot of stuff to do. We know that it will probably be a good fit for some consoles, but for now we have no plans on porting it on consoles. It's PC only.
So yeah, the game is going to be PC only for now. You said no.
But
Yeah.
it would be cool to have it on Switch.
Absolutely.
I said
the
no,
main
but
thing
yes.
is that right now we don't have the tools in order to port it, and so either someone does it for us, which will be really cool, or we need to really get used to learning things very fast in order to port it, especially for more light consoles that don't have that much processing power as the PC. Needs to be really optimized, and it kind of scares us in a way. So yeah, that's that.
No, forbidden question. Don't ask.
Forbidden question, yeah.
Alright, next question is, are the feathers a throwback to Assassin's Creed 2?
All right. Yeah, I think that Assassin's Creed 2 has some kind of relation to the feathers. Now right here I have one. So I really like to collect these ones when I go to exploring areas and stuff. So I collect more than one. So this one. So this one.
He is the real
You're
Bob
never
Ross.
Lenny.
Yeah, I
He's
got that
here.
more.
Yeah, Francesco is actually the bird lady in disguise.
And actually, when I was playing Assassin's Creed 2, I took all the feathers on the game. So it was maybe the only game that I achieved everything. So I played it a lot, quite a long time ago. So yeah, there's a bit of picking up some stuff in your exploration of the cities that in Assassin's Creed 2 are really well made, and watching a building and see a feather that capture your attention. It's a thing that inspired a lot of the exploration of Venice. So we put all these feathers onto the walls of the city and stuff to make the player search and find those items.
Yeah, another thing to note is that the reason we put so many birds into this game is that Venice actually has them. There are a lot of seagulls and pigeons roaming around Venice, crapping everywhere, eating things they shouldn't eat also. And yeah, we wanted to bring this to the game, which is a fun part of the city, maybe giving them even some little attitudes for each one of them.
Yeah, I think that also in Assassin's Creed 2 there was those glyphs that you can find also, that has a puzzle or something. And seeing it right now, also in Venice we have graffiti made by our artists that are placed all around the city, and as the feathers you can find those and look at them, watch a little bit. So yeah, there's more than one relation to Assassin's Creed 2.
Okay. Next question is the classic one that every game dev gets asked, and it's, when will the game be released?
We aren't even sure ourselves as of now. It's most likely going to be before the end of 2021. We can't really share more details because we are doing still some kind of brainstorming to when we actually want to get the game out on Steam. Also, some publishing talk, very very slight, that may impede us to release the game in some periods of time. So my reply is before 2022, absolutely. Probably the end months of it. but again, nothing sure as of yet.
Nothing is sure.
Okay, this is a much lighter question, and it's just, can you find pizza in the game?
Pizza. Of course, there's gonna be pizza. We're in Italy. We already have pineapple pizza. I know it's controversial, but Nova likes it. So, but they also find it in the garbage. So
You can kind of guess how people treat pizza.
Yeah, you know, trash food.
Yeah.
I mean, the garbage.
we're sending a message here.
Yeah. Also,
No,
But
no. Actually,
we want to be
pineapple
controversial.
pizza is not that bad. I said it.
I ate it.
You are not Italian.
Yeah.
You have lost your
I
Italian
don't think
citizenship.
That, so you want to see pineapple ice cream and pineapple pizza ice cream? Then there's a game for you. Ding ding, it's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you eat pineapple pizza once, just write in the chat so we can see how many pineapple pizza lovers there are here.
We can ban
Yes,
someone.
that's our questions to you.
Pineapple pizza, yay or nay?
The next question is, are there going to be parts where you see Venice underwater, maybe from inside a submerged building?
So this is something we kind of joked about at the start of the project, about this, the story of the underwater Venice and seeing it. It will be really cool to do that, especially talking about the days where the high tide comes and maybe you can see the city when it is underwater. But we don't really have a plan for that right now. It sounds so cool. It almost wants to put it in the game. But I'm not really sure right now. It doesn't fit in what we want to do as of now. It surely will be interesting to see how the city is under that much salt water, and maybe seeing some fishes roaming around the map. But there's a part of me that is saying no to do that.
Yeah, that's the producer part. isn't it?
Yeah, that's the producer part.
And then there's me that's saying, yeah, we must do it.
Of course, you're going
We're
to
gonna
say that.
have a chat later, and
Yeah, this is a common talk to say that Matteo is going to give a reality check on Francesco.
that check. The one on top of me.
Nova Super Duper asks in Steam chat, Team Piccioni or Team Gabbiani? Which translates to
Piccioni.
Team
Pigeons.
Pigeons or Team Seagulls?
Can
Yeah.
we like raise hands for
Mm-hmm.
teams?
Okay, raise your hands, those who are Team Pigeons.
So
Okay, I think we are kind of a majority here, so
let's check. No. Yeah, maybe that's not how you think it is. So, Team Seagulls? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
Team Seagulls. I guess you guys don't live in a big city like Milan, because then you would hate pigeons as much as I do.
I really
And if-
like the sass of like seagulls that really don't care about you existing in general and just come there, steal your stuff, and fly away. So that's kind of an inspiration for me. I would like to fly like that, and I know I can't, but
So you just want to be
and on
that
the other
annoying
hand, you got the
bird.
dumb pigeons.
yeah, pigeons are.
Yeah, you can say they are dumb, but that's the motivation of why they are cool, because they are dumb animals. They eat bread and they fly away. That's all they do.
Seagulls don't do much else, but you know, it's the
Seagulls
sass
scream.
that's me.
Seagulls scream a lot more, and they tend to get aggressive at
I
times.
do also scream a lot, so Maybe that's the reason why I like them.
I think we found your spirit animal, Matteo.
Yeah, I do.
And
many
Volta can
similarities
steal your
already.
food.
Yeah, I also see
Yeah.
a lot of food.
Alright,
I
next
think
question.
we can see one in Federico's
Yeah.
screen.
In the meantime, the next question is, what was your inspiration for creating Nova's house?
Hmm.
Oh, the bot house. Okay. So fun.
Yeah, Nova's house was kind of an idea out of the blue. We hadn't any real inspiration before, but when we saw that one of our artists drew that, and it was Milena back in the day. Hi Milena, if you are listening us. She drew this Nova house with a boat, a Venice boat on the top, and we thought that maybe this should be Nova's house. And then we thought about it, and we kind of see that some of our games that we love had something like this. For example, What Remains of Edith Finch, that I personally love and would play forever, has a boat, a houseboat on the top of the house, and also the house of the game is kind of growing in to reach the sky. So we thought that was a really good idea to express how inhabitants of Venice had found a new way to survive high tide with things that belong to Venice, like for example the boat was inspired by vaporetti, that in Italian in Venice are those boats that makes like a bus from one isle to the other of Venice. Yeah, so maybe the inspirations were like there, but we didn't have one kind of inspiration.
And the boat is also a kind of analogy about Nova's desire to keep what they experienced in Venice and bring that away from it with themselves. So this came, I think, much later than what Francesco said before, but we also think that this is a really powerful analogy for their personality.
Yeah, you know, that idea that came out of the blue, and you fall in love with that.
Guys. Wait a second. I think we are encountering a technical issue. I see the stream that is super duper buffering.
Oh,
yeah. Can you, Giovanni? Can you go and check OBS and see if there is some issues? Always bottom left. If something's up, OBS will tell you.
it says that we're dropping a little bit of frames, but not many.
Okay.
So 17%.
That's too many.
That's too many.
That's a little concerning, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Let me.
Okay, does it say anything
me
else?
maybe
You know, like
close.
encoder overload, something like that. You know, that is the stuff we actually need to.
No,
to see and
it's
fix.
not saying that. It's not saying
Okay,
anything
okay,
like it.
it's all right.
There is the kilobytes per second that it's not that high. It just went to green now.
Okay. Yeah, the important is that it remains green.
Yeah, I guess it was probably a little bit of just
Okay,
connection dropping. I did
I
close
still
the
see
stream on
it.
my side.
I still see it on my end. I do believe though it's something on my end, like my internet connection. So I'm just going to monitor it a little bit and see what happens, because I can't really see it on the browser. I need to see it through the community hub.
Yeah, if you guys in chat see the stream lagging a little bit or buffering, just tell us and we'll try to get it fixed as fast as possible.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, next question we have from Liukin about land is, in the final game, will we be able to customize Nova's look and the room?
Nova's room. Nova's room, yes. You can already find some memories in your adventure in Venice. You collect memories from the characters you meet, from the quests you do, like when you collect feathers for Cecilia, she crafts a bird doll for you, or yeah, you get the daily trophies from collecting vibes, or you kind of get these objects that are meaningful for your experience with the people you meet. So you can get a cookbook from Rosetta, or you can get a rosary from the priest. So you can't really customize the furniture and the look of the boathouse, but you can see you can add your collection to Nova's room while you find them in the city in your adventure. Those memories will appear on your room, and they are kind of a visual diary of your week in Venice. As for the looks of Nova, no, they won't be customizable because we have kind of technical limitation due to our puppets, but also it's not our main goal right now to do this. Sorry.
Alright, then I guess that goes directly into the next question that was gonna be, can you customize the character? But
No,
I think
not for now.
I think we were
Not for
really...
now. I think Nova is really jealous of their looks. Yeah, I think
They probably
Nova's
have
yellow.
time of the same outfit
Yeah.
in their wardrobe, so yeah, we can't do anything about it. Nova just wants to look like that, and we're happy to let them happy.
Thanks, Wallo, for submitting that question anyway. Next one from Emma again is, how was Nova born?
Yeah, under a cabbage, like everyone was.
Yeah, probably from broccoli.
From Oviedo.
Yeah. So Nova was kind of a feeling that we have. It was a mood that we have during our time at school, maybe, where we kind of insecure about what we are doing. We are kind of threatened from the world, from the responsibilities, and you look at the world with a kind of a filter, a glass of irony, so and humor. So she kind of, the mood of Nova was born by that, and then we kind of put details to that with references, and we found those little girls with yellow jackets, and we liked them a lot because the yellow was a really special color. It worked so well with the idea of future, like the neons, the light, illumination. So that was very, very working for us. And also the yellow coat is kind of a statement in a city that is always touched by weather and climate crisis. So we thought that Nova was okay to have a cult to protect themselves from the outer world and from rain, from the sun. So yeah, it's pretty difficult to try to explain how this complex and charmful character has come to life. So if you want to help me.
Well, Nova Super Duper asks, will we ever encounter Nova's parents? Maybe even with just game information. So I'm guessing maybe even with
This
some
one's for
lore.
Giacomo, I think.
If something's like that is ever going to happen, it will mainly be from game information, like little bits of dialogue, tiny details. I never thought of having the Nova's parents meeting them in the game, and that goes the same thing for even Leo's parents, who will play a little bit bigger role in the game. I think that working with Venice with these characters is working in a closed system. I said that many times already, and I think that the enclosed system needs somewhat to be protected, or at least to be respected. So I don't think I'd ever want to introduce some external characters like Nova's Nova's parents or Leo's parents. God damn it, I'm fixed with grandparents right now. So no,
We have
I
seen
don't
too much
think-
grandpa in the game.
We have seen too much grandpa in these latest days. Yeah, we did. So yeah, to reply to you again, Nova Super Duper. No, I don't think we are going to meet the parents of Nova.
Okay. We got another question from Welo again. He asks, will Nova gain new skills with the game progress somehow?
So we do kind of already have that with the drone, because during the second day of the game, you can find your drone and start using it. And so it wasn't a skill that wasn't available on the first day. But from a strictly game design standpoint, not really. Nova will probably learn a thing or two on how to break into buildings with the days going on, and that's not really a skill that they acquire. It's just something that they will have to do in some form or another. And in general, what you do right now in the game is also what you'll be doing in the later days. So the answer is not really. That's a little bit, yeah.
This
They
is
gained rebel skills.
Yeah, doing some crimes, as we
Crimes.
like to,
Yeah.
to call them.
This is the one of the very important questions coming in from Giuseppe. He asks, why does Nova look for stuff inside trash bags? That is a good one.
I think it's something for you, but I think the real question is, why don't you look for stuff in the trash bag?
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of things inside trash bags, and
You
no
never
one
know what you
knows
might
how
find.
to. So someone's trash is Nova's treasure,
Yeah.
as the saying goes.
Maybe
Yeah, why
dumpster
not?
diving
Yeah.
will be a trend in the future, who knows?
Just
It's
recycle things.
It's a cool thing for 18. No,
From our social
19.
media, we're asked, do you have a favorite character? I think, since already I'll start first.
So I
And-
think everyone needs to
Yeah.
answer this.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to answer this. And I would say our game director is my favorite character because he's Cecilia the Board Lady. But yeah, either him or Cecilia.
Which are the same
It's a very
person, so
blurred
it's not-
line, yeah.
It's a toss-up in reality.
Yeah,
For
I'm
Alessandro,
I would say Grandpa. Grandpa, just because I can figure that is the character that could be closest to me. Just only for that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that you're old?
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah,
joke?
I am.
Yeah, we found the punchline, guys.
Yeah.
We got it.
I am the oldest.
Are you saying you have a niece or a nephew?
No.
Do you
I
play
hope-
the
yeah.
guitar?
Slow down. Yeah.
I hope no.
Do you play the guitar, Al?
What?
Do you play the guitar? You know, Grandpa does it.
I played the guitar like when I was 10 years old, but I stopped at 10 and 1 month. Like for 1 month. No more. So no,
Although,
I'm not able to play the guitar. I'm sorry.
This is going to be real cheeky, but I think there is one tiny yet very important detail of why Alessandro can't be Grandpa. And I won't say it because it's rude, and I don't want to be rude. But later after the stream, I will say it. But I think by judging people's faces, I think they already understood.
Yeah.
So you are
I
rude,
did.
but you are not rude now.
Yeah, we have a
But
bit
I
of...
say I don't want to be rude. Never said I wasn't.
Here in the studio we have a
It's a
little bit
joke,
of
guys.
inside jokes.
It's an inside joke. Yeah, do not worry. We love each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next question is top 3 ice cream flavors.
Let's go. Yeah.
And
It's gonna
You
be
mean like
hard.
you mean like real ones or the ones that are in the
I'm
game? A little bit of both.
guessing the ones in the game.
I would eat the pesto one.
Yeah, the pesto
Hard
one.
agree on
would,
this.
Yeah.
Also,
Also the seaweed
Or
one.
seaweed,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
The green ones.
Spritz sound interesting too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely.
Oh yeah, spritz, that's a good one.
Yeah.
yeah.
But also, I will be curious to taste the beans in some way. It's
Not
gonna be
polenta.
really.
No, polenta sounds interesting. I think beans are something that should not be trifled with, especially made ice cream of. I think it would be kind of nasty, an ice cream, bean ice cream.
Yeah, the pizza one too.
Yeah, the pizza one is
I mean,
Yeah, but-
kinda obviously the worst one. I
Yeah,
think.
but that's the thing. People actually already do some iteration, some forms of pizza ice cream, and those things sounds and looks horrible. So I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a wise choice.
Tomato melon is the safe bet because everyone ate that, but we're not going into that territory. We want the strange ones.
Yeah.
Right. Next question is from Alepan, and he asks, how will Nova's relationship with Grandpa and Leo progress?
Okay, this is very interesting because the relationship between Nova and their grandfather, and also Nova and their best friend Leo, it's a major point of the plot. You know, you have these two side characters. They are really close to Nova, and they got these extremely different views. You know, Grandpa is has a very chill attitude. And it's a bit more diplomatic than Leo, and more generally speaking, he wants to change Venice through peaceful acts. You know, like manifestation, showcases, something like that. He even does a statue for Venice. While Leo, he's shown as this rebellious teen, and also due to some details that are yet to be uncovered. He prefers more violent, more active approaches to how to deal with the Venice situations. And over time, this thing will start to clash each other and basically hit Nova out because Nova is caught in the middle of this crossfire. and I won't say that player has he's going to take a stand or make a point about it, but I think that it's going to be a wild ride, both for the relationship that Nova has and will have with her grandfather, and also with Leo.
Okay. Oh, so this was the question that Alepan asked. The previous one was from Orietta. I'm sorry, Orietta. But now Alepan asks, what's the most challenging game mechanic you faced during production?
So totally for our programmer.
Yeah, maybe for...
Yeah, of course.
I would say the camera, as we talked about in the video the other day, because it's the feature that took us the most time out to polish and to make as good as it is now, because it's really hard to combine 2D and 3D and giving the right feeling out of the camera. I would definitely say that. There's a ton of work behind the scenes to make it work.
And yeah, it's something we're still doing now. So he said like it is a thing of the past. It isn't. It totally isn't. It's still nightmares.
Yeah, I think it's going to haunt us
so
till we don't have time.
Alright, next question is from the community and from the socials, and they ask, will the game be translated in other languages as well, or just English?
We really want to. We really want to translate this game. We want as much people as possible to enjoy it and to experience it, and localizing it in different languages is sure a way to do that. We're making sure this is possible. We feel right now it's a lot easier with the system we developed to do so, but as of now we're just developing it in English because it's the language most people learn either as a first one or as a second language, so it's our safe bet, English. But obviously things like I think Chinese, Spanish, and Russian could be options for us. Italian will be really easy because it's our first language, so obviously it will be a no-brainer to do for us, but it's something that will take a bit, and it's probably be on the later months of the project.
Yeah, we recently switched to Yarn Spinner. That will make that easier. So with this tool, we'll be able to have a localization in the future if if after the release there's the chance for that.
Yeah, for those out of the loop, Yarn Spinner is this software, this system that Matteo talked about. It's basically our safe haven for ensuring that localization in our game is possible and is made as easily as possible.
It's also a way to make dialogues a lot more streamlined.
Yeah.
We had a custom system before built for us, from us, and it was a little bit of a nightmare because it was really clunky and a little bit put together very fast because we had to change it a lot later in the project. And once we published the demo on Steam, we decided, no, let's go to something that lets us be a lot more flexible and also add more features to dialogues in the later parts of the project if we need to. And that plus the fact that translation is a lot easier are really neat features of Yarn Spinner. Check it out if you're maybe a developer looking for a good dialogue system. Yeah.
Well,
Now,
Nova
I
Super
do have a
Duper.
question myself. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, we have one from
Nah.
Nova Super Duper first. Very quick one. She asks, will there be romantic intrigues?
Who knows?
Justino dating sim. Mark my words.
Who knows?
Who knows?
So I guess it
Yeah,
will be a
that's
secret.
all
Yeah.
you're gonna get. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything else.
It's
other
actually a
than who
question.
knows.
But
Who knows? We don't.
I'm rooting for Rosetta and Grandpa.
Yeah, that would be very, very cool.
So maybe we could turn this question, instead of being will there be romantic intrigues, to would we want any romantic intrigues in particular?
Come on,
Yeah.
put this in the right words. Who's your ship? Who are you?
Yeah.
Who's the
Who do
character
who do you
your
ship?
Who do we
with?
stand? Yeah.
I've already said mine.
Yeah, I think I agree with Marina. Grandpa and Rosetta seem like a perfect match for each other.
Yeah, I think that there will be a lot of tension between the characters, and maybe it will become love.
We'll see. Nobody knows, not even us.
But the
Yeah,
most important question is, will we find someone for Justino?
We have to.
We have to, yeah.
Justino
We
is
have
such a sweetheart and
and he deserves
such a man
everything.
of
in this
love
world.
and passion, so it probably needs to have someone.
Absolutely.
Right.
So yeah, I also
yeah.
had another question. Sorry, I'm going to cut you again.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
very, very
I was
sorry.
about to ask
Uh,
you, just say it.
I had a sub question regarding the localization. It's more than a fun one, but you know, maybe something more serious than a funny questions. Are we going to translate the game in the Venetian dialect?
That would be very cool.
That would be really cool.
I
That would
mean,
be really cool.
It's not something. Are we really going to do it? Because I understand that
Mhm.
it's a very difficult thing and a very.
It's something we
task.
can do with a lot of time, because dialects, as being more than they're more a talked language than written ones. So one of the hardest part of doing something like that, to me, would be to translate actually the words of the Venetian dialect into a script and to things that are understandable to other Venetian citizens or people that live near there. So I think I don't know.
yeah, I think that would be possible in the Italian localization. Maybe some glimpse of Venetian dialect. I think would be very, very cool, because we, as people that live in Veneto or Venice, we sometimes still have some Venetian dialects or kind of words that are in our common language. So why not? if we speak like that, why not?
I really imagine
Yeah, of
Cecilia
course.
having some Venetian slang, honestly, in the Italian localization more than anyone else.
Yeah,
But she's
blaming other people
Yeah,
on the other part of the canal.
And trust us, Venetian dialect is really well endowed about judging someone,
yeah,
which is
I can attest to that. Yeah.
Okay. Another question that we got is, what's the game mechanic that took the least?
Oh,
Um,
I took the least.
that took
This is harder
took
than
the
the one
least
that.
to implement, I'm guessing.
No, they're not vibes. Don't listen to them.
No, they are definitely not the
The
vibes.
drawing, actually, when it got started, like it was really fast to develop. I think it took us like 1 month tops. It was something that we'll need to make the drone, and like in 1 month or even less, it was already done. But I'm thinking maybe something that got even faster. What can it be?
Yeah, but
Setting
then
up
we had the rework after that. So
Yeah.
setting
I
up the
still
Unity
more
project.
time.
I
Yeah.
think the least difficult thing would be setting up the Unity project, and I think that even then we got some issues. So I'm not
Yeah.
fairly sure.
Maybe
think
the
about it.
inventory.
Yeah, maybe the inventory.
The inventory was
Inventory.
really fast, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so complex, so we didn't want a full UI kind of game. we
It took a lot of design,
When I
Right.
think about it, the one that took the least is the map.
Oh,
of
Absolutely.
course,
And of course also Nova's swimming abilities that are actually
Yeah.
not in
Oh,
game.
yeah.
I'm inventing all this
it's
stuff.
faster. Nova is faster.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
the same as mine.
Hi, Nova.
Well, I will say that the inventory system took a lot of design though, because it will be something that was very, very UI heavy, and at the time it wasn't something that we really wanted. We wanted to keep our game as clean as possible. So yeah, not much on the technical side, but the design one, I think it wasn't that easy. I would not also say it wasn't that difficult, but something in the middle ground.
Yeah, also probably Game Over was the easy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The easiest feature we have no Game Over, and a lot of people asked us, will you die in the game? Like, I don't know, people want to die in games.
Yeah, I think it was more like
Can
how
you
do
fall in the water?
Don't get me started about falling in the water.
This is also an inside joke. Some people that followed us in the early beginnings really wanted to get into the water, to Nova to get into the water, and scream a big "oh no" when they do so. And yeah, so it became something for us that we joke about pretty often.
Alright. I think this might be our final question. We're almost at the closing of 1 hour, and we get asked, if you were to create another game with the same characters, what kind of game would it be?
Rhythm game.
Oh,
Justino dating sim.
An endless runner.
Justino
You said
dating
it.
sim.
I have this idea in my mind of creating an endless runner, something along the lines of Subway Surfer, but with Nova.
Yeah.
I would totally do that if I only was slightly capable of doing a tiny bit of programming.
Or maybe Leo, you know. Like, isn't
It's something
the
more like
same-
Leo.
Yeah.
It's something more like Leo. It's kind of also a slightly delinquent version of Nova, but also the question was about creating a game with the same character, and I think I would work with that, you know.
I think that a game with Max as the main character would be cool. Like I don't know. You have to a managing game. You have to manage your own ice cream shop with zero energy and zero commitment. That would be very, very cool.
Sounds like my life.
I also have
Like-
another idea. Something with the baby boy or Cecilia, and it's just a full-blown fantasy game.
Yeah.
Cecilia would have this very Lovecraftian theme, while I believe that, you know, baby boy would have this very cheerful and colorful, epic medieval style.
Yeah.
Dude, Cecilia
Yeah.
will be in Bloodborne.
She will be the final boss.
So it wouldn't be set in the future again, right? Or would it?
Time is convoluted in Miyazaki's narrative anyway, so I think
Also
think we
in
can
Cecilia
actually work with
one,
that.
so
Yeah.
the takeover is coming.
Yeah.
And I think we actually finished all the
Yeah.
questions,
Yeah.
and
I
also
think
at the right time too.
yeah,
exactly
that's
1 hour.
exactly 1 hour. You couldn't even plan that if you wanted to. Well,
But
So
yeah, of course, if there are other questions from the chat, we would like to to answer it.
yeah, if you guys have some more questions, we'll stay. We're here. We can. It can turn into a little bit of an art stream. We can look at what artist
meanwhile
Federico
we
has
can
drawn.
focus. We can focus on Federico a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Also remember that you can also reach us through our social media if you don't want to do it from the stream, via Twitter, via Instagram, via Facebook. So yeah, find us there.
You can also wishlist us here on Steam. Please do so. We really hope you do that. And yeah,
And it helps us a lot.
it helps us really a lot. I cannot understate this. Yeah.
Oh, something we can say is that today the third issue of Nova's Diary came out.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
third
of
devlog.
course.
Yeah, for those who didn't know, every month, the 26th of every month, we are releasing a devlog called Nova's Diary, when we just write down everything that has been happening the last month, everything we've worked on, some tiny bits and leaks and something like that. It's just more for showing you what we are working on at that time.
Yeah, so if you wanna know if the game director will be able to convince the producer to have Underwater Venice, you'll find out.
You'll only find out in the final game. And we need to talk about this. My first reaction is always get scared,
Shocked.
then maybe process it down a little bit, and then being scared, but the observation.
Seems like a friend joined the chat, Mefimaru. Oh, that's Jacopo. Hi.
Hey, Jacopo.
Oh, so good to see you. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, but considering
Reservation.
considering we are not getting any new questions, I think we can call it a day.
We do have a last one. that
Yeah, we do have a
came in,
very
like,
last one.
1 minute
Okay.
ago. And that question is, what will be your next game?
Hi.
Time's over. Bye.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for watching the stream. And,
No, I think I speak for everybody here, and I think we're all a lot more focused on this one. We haven't probably even
We want
start
to feel
thinking
like
about
this
what's
is-
next. I think this is
Yeah.
what we're focusing on, and this is what's important for us and what we
Although-
want to bring as soon as possible.
although a dating simulator starring Dino doesn't look that bad. on
maybe
concept,
DLC?
you know?
I don't know.
It doesn't look
Isn't
like
it
DS
portable
material. I
and-
think it's going to be a full-blown game.
Standalone game.
Yeah, but yeah, we really want to focus on this, and once maybe we feel that this is coming to an end and we're pretty sure about how is it going, then we'll probably throw out brainstorm or even more than one in order to decide what to focus
Oh,
on.
It's definitely going to be more than one. I can
It's
already see that.
definitely gonna be more than one. Yeah, you never know.
I can already predict it's going to be a battle royale just to get the
Yeah.
concept out.
We're gonna develop a battle royale in which you're a game designer proposing a new concept to your team, and you have
And they-
to slay.
You get thrown
Mm.
into this
You have
empty
to slay.
room with just pens and pencils, and the last one to stand gets the concept, gets to be the game director.
Oh,
Or we can have bird gangs.
Our gangs is also fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we are this time running out of questions. So
Yeah, I think we can actually close right
yeah,
now.
we close now, but as always, we're gonna loop this, and it's gonna stay online for another whole day. And if you can't catch that as well, we'll upload the end result on YouTube probably. But yeah, follow us on socials. Find our game on Steam store page. You can wishlist us if you wanna hear updates from Nova's Diary, the
Follow
devlog.
us.
Yeah,
Follow us to get the devlogs and updates.
And please do and check out other developers here at LudoNarraCon. They have some very amazing games here.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we-
absolutely.
we had amazing games. We had an amazing time here at LudoNarraCon Festival. It was overwhelming.
Absolutely.
Positive.
But it was a really lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll be
Yeah, we'll
here next
finally
year.
have some time to play the demos now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, it was a pleasure streaming for you guys, and we hope you will see or hear from each other again very soon. And I guess that's it. Should we maybe do a team
Yeah, let's say
goodbye?
goodbye. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Right.
A funny one.
Funny one.
A funny one.
Please do the
How we gonna do it?
define your funny one.
Yeah.
Well, you are trained in dubs, so.
No, we are not going to do that.
Yeah, well, no, it's not.
But that's my one condition.
My sunglasses.
Let's
They're
just
always
do
fun.
let's just do a quick one. Let's not drag this too far.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I guess from the team, thank you guys for joining us, and see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.